Alright, we are off. This is the Oracle of Ages weekly randomizer race. We're playing under normal race settings, which is normal mode with randomized dungeons and tree warp enabled. And joining me in the race is Shieldon. Good luck and have fun. And we are starting off with 100 rupees. So that does not give us any kind of progression, so this has to be a progression item here. And it's a bracelet. Okay. Thing I'm a little concerned about there is possibly the 150 item, or maybe it's for the shield. So we're going to check the shop, see what we've got here. 150 is a ring. It's Expert's ring. We're probably going to need that Expert's ring. So I'm not buying the shield just yet. We are definitely going to the past and seeing what we get. This could be a punch seed. It most likely is a punch seed. So that's exciting. Haven't had a punch seed in a very long time, I don't think. So in order for the Expert's ring to be logical, we would need another 80 rupees. Because you have to assume that you would buy the shield before it can be logically put into play. What's up, Rocksnake? Welcome. So if we get another hundo, or if we get a 2 hundo, that would definitely cover everything. It's also possible for us to get a 50 and a 30. Okay, there's echoes. Interesting. It's normal settings today. Random dungeons, tree warp on. So Deku Forest is gonna have to have something. I could see currents. Yeah, I could definitely see currents showing up. It could be... yeah, probably currents, to be honest. It could be something to get me over to the other side of by the tree. So it could be like a switch hook, it could be a feather. But most likely we're going to see currents. And if not right away, it's going to show up soon. Alright, there's the switch hook. So that was one of the things that I said we could get. So switch hook is a good starter weapon, but it doesn't hold weight for too long. And there's the feather. Okay. So, okay, I see where I have to go here. I don't like the fact that Gale Seeds are there. Gale Seeds being in Deku Forest is kind of bad. Sounds like D7 might be first. That's possible. Anything's possible at this point. Especially, yeah, the level 2 hook. Yep. It's looking a lot more like the D7 start, right? Though we don't have any kind of mermaid suit or any kind of flippers. And there's our currents. Without mermaid suit, we can't beat D7 at all. Because you need to be able to surface in order to get to the boss. You can do a lot of progress in D7 without the mermaid suit. You just cannot beat it. So now with currents, we have access to quite a few things. I'm gonna have to see which way I want to go here. I have access to D2 entrance. Okay, we got a satchel. What's in the satchel? Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, we're going this way. Yeah, with Pegasus Seeds and Satchel, that gets us access to East Rolling Ridge. So I definitely go this way. Oh, wait, we have to go to the present. And as soon as I get access to that Expert's Ring, we're gonna go straight for it, because that gives us pretty much everything we ever need. But right now, I think our best play is just coming this way. Yeah, there's 30 rupees. So that's only 20 more until we get access to the Expert's Ring. Technically. Like, I'm just gonna go for it as soon as I get 150. I'm not gonna bother waiting for anything more than that. Do I see the sea tree here? Yeah, I should. Because I don't know when I'm gonna come back this way. Alright, that's sense. So I'm probably not going to worry about that tree. Just seeing the tree is good enough. Because that's going to get us an easy access point back here later on. We do have access to D2 entrance, though I am a little concerned since we don't have any proper weapons aside from a switch hook. I think once I get Expert's Ring, we can make our way over there. But until we get that Expert's Ring, I think we're better off just exploring Rolling Ridge. Yeah, it could definitely be something that we can't even do anything in. which is why I'm a little concerned with going over that way. Rolling Ridge is usually a pretty profitable area anyway. Did that say blue ring? I think that was blue ring. No, it wasn't. Okay. D8 we can't do anything in yet. Technically D2... D3... I can do stuff in D6... Yeah, it would be D2, 3, and 8 are the ones that we can't really do anything in yet. And 2 is just because I don't have a shield or Gale Seeds. Though I would be able to access as soon as I get over there with Gale Seeds, so... It's not too big of a concern, because I can get the Gale Seeds right over there. I'm a little concerned having to spend rupees right here. Alright, so that is going to be dancing down. Yeah, we only spent 10 rupees. I'll take the heart container. That could very well backfire. But I am willing to take that risk right now. I almost wish I had default embers, because then I'd guaranteed have the rupees I need. Ooh, oh, I'm taking those rupees. That's half of my investment back already, so I am glad to have that. I love when this happens so much. What's it gonna be? The grand phase! We just keep it going, but we can't do anything with it right now until we get the brother emblem. But that's so funny that we got two Goron trade items in the same room. And one of them was for that room. Oh, we got some flippers. Very nice. So coming up this way did help out a little bit. Another heart container, still very good. Oh, getting up to target cards is going to be annoying. because I don't have a weapon. Something that always bothered you was the one chest at the bottom of Deku Woods that you couldn't access until Zora C. Yeah, that one's annoying, because you can see it so early in the game, but you just don't have access to it until very late. Alright, let's see if we can go for the double reset here. Or, no, we're definitely not going for a double reset, because there's Dimitri Flute. That is free access to one check, and then free access to Crescent Island. Yeah, what's up, Soul? Alright, can we get the reset on number 2? Oh, I wonder. Should I grind rupees here? Oh, I could grind rupees here. How much do I get back? This could be the play to get the expert's ring. As long as you leave one, you get rupees back. Let me see where I plus. Okay, I'm at 20. Okay, so you net 10 every time. Is it worth playing this 5 times? I think it is. It's a short enough minigame. And it's easy enough to get -1. I'd only need to play it 2 more times, right? Yeah. I would only need to play 2 more times. So yeah, let's do it. This is either like super gigantic Omega Brain play, or it's just a waste of time. I'm really hoping it's a really big play. Just getting access to that expert ring is going to be pretty big, I think. So Expert's Ring lets me punch and do damage. So it acts like a sword, essentially. So yes, Seed Tree access, that is one of the things. And it's a consistent damage weapon. I'm just gonna go ahead and see the other Gale Seed Tree is in East Rolling Ridge. Alright. So that should be the best play that we've made. Like, I am fully committed now. Well then, that was a really bad play. Oh, wow. Amazing how that happens, right? Okay, we can't... Yeah, we can't do this right now. Hey Panda, thanks for the host. So yeah. I guess? Wait. This is the play here. This is the play here. We have the rupees still. I saved before doing all the farming. So I still have rupees. So I can go buy the shield, and then we can go ahead and do D2. Yeah, that's gonna be the play. We can actually do Dungeon 2 right now. We're not buying the expert ring, since we now know that we're gonna have a sword for sure. Oh, the one thing is we don't have bombs yet. But it might not matter. We can make our way through most of the dungeon without bombs. But yeah, I'm kind of mad that farming bit, it was immediately invalidated. Immediately. Like that could have been like such a big brain play if sword was not available for a very long time. Now I'm convinced the game is trolling me. Giving me the rupees that I would use to buy the shield immediately after needing the shield. Well, hopefully we can make good progress in here without needing bombs. Obviously, if this is bomb locked, we'll come back later, but if we can manage through here and beat it in one try, that'll be nice. I always like that. I always like being able to do a dungeon in one go. More rupees! Well, I guess at this point, the rupees are all going to be sent towards our potion. So they're still very valuable rupees. Wait a second. You need a bomb for that. There's one check we can do this way. So hopefully the back has a small key. If the back has a small key, then we're good. We need a small key and the boss key, right? We still don't have boss key. Oh, I could do the... Ah, they're way over there. Do I really want to? I could. I can get them over here. There we go. Alright, so please give me the boss key somewhere in here. Vanilla boss key would be probably... Like, I could definitely see vanilla boss key being a thing. Otherwise, this is bomb locked. It is vanilla boss key. Okay. So we are going to clear this out. And here we go. Give me bombs, please. We'll have to do solos because I can't get back on cycle. Do I want... I probably want to wait, right? Wait for another bomb drop. Because I'm going to have to come back in here and get more things, right? Oh, that was too late. That was very late. I knew that was super late. Alright, we're good. So we're missing compass, key, item. So one of these, item. Okay, so there's one item left in here. I should probably come back and grab it before I leave out of this area. What's the fastest one to get? That's most likely not a key. Rope bomb wall. Yeah, that's probably the least likely to be the final key. Of course, it's a compass. Alright, it's a 50-50. Basement or the other bomb wall. I'm going basement here. Because I think the other one's more likely to be the key. Yeah, this is the item. Good. So we didn't last location the item in here. It was just a ring anyway. Alright, we're done. We have successfully completed Dungeon 2. So now, let's go ahead and clear out the rest of Crescent Island. And then we'll probably head to Dungeon 2 entrance. Yeah, we'll probably head over to Dungeon 2 entrance and start doing some seed stuff. Yeah, start grabbing some seeds. We'll definitely want to grab our Gale Seeds when we go over there. I don't want to grab it from Rolling Ridge, because getting back there takes forever. Oh, hello, Mermaid Key. So Mermaid Key is bomb locked. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be bomb locked, I think. So bombs have to show up somewhere. You don't remember the last time I've done this minigame? I do the minigame once in a while. Anytime that there's something good on there, but yeah, it's very rare to see something good on there. Mermaid Key does get you back to Rolling Ridge. Yes, it will. Or, like, we will go and do the dungeon when we go back to Rolling Ridge. But we're not going to go straight there yet. I still want to do Dicky Forest first. Just because Dicky Forest is going to get me guaranteed Gale Seeds, so we can just easily get back to Rolling Ridge. Here's where all the rupees are. We want to check out Ambies. Ambies is gonna have a seed tree. And do I want to do Ambies seed tree right now? It could be... It could be Embers, right? Embers are the only ones that we... it could even be Mysteries, right? And then if we get Mysteries there, that could help us in Dicky Forest. So yeah, let's go and do that. Just quickly check this. Now it's just more More Pegasus seeds, okay. You know what? Let's go this way. Let's go up to, let's go up to, Symmetry City. Let's do it. Because of the potential for mystery seeds. I'm not gonna bother going all the way around Talus Peaks, but I'll at least go up here, get our mystery seeds potential, and then go back to Deku Forest. Plus, this is an item that we can only get by having Dimitri Flute, which is a shovel, which could be useful if we find Dungeon 3, because that could get us past the mini-boss and get to the boss without needing another key. Also without needing the seed shooter. Speaking of, we're missing what? Embers and mysteries. Huh. There's only 3 trees left. Really? There's only 3 trees left. We've already got the 2 doubles. We already have 2 doubles. So there's only either 1 mystery and 2 embers, or 2 mystery, 1 ember. So this has to be a mystery or an ember, right? Yeah, okay. It's at least an ember. I'll check the few checks around Symmetry City, and then we'll go back to Deku Forest. We'll have plenty of Pegasus seeds because Ambi's is gonna refill us when we go back. So I can just spam Pegasus seeds wherever I want, pretty much. Okay, there's our bomb access. So now everything is logical. I'm on the tile. Okay. He gave me a rope. Okay. Going backwards is kind of time consuming with the amount of back and forth that we have to do. But I do like this this play of going up there just in case we ended up getting mystery seeds, which unfortunately we didn't. So let's go ahead and check the dungeon first, see what it is. It's D8, so we can't do anything here. What do you know? So instead, we're pretty much just here to get our Gale Seeds and get out of here. And what that does as well is it gets me 3 seed types. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly just check Tangle before we head up to Rolling Ridge. Alright, ring 1, that's nothing. Number 2 is going to be... nothing. Okay, so Tingle was a waste of time. So now we head back up to Rolling Ridge. And you know what's great is now we can get all the rupees we're ever gonna need. Because now that we have Ember Seeds. More hearts! Okay. So let's go ahead and get our rupees. That way, once we get access to the graveyard, we can just go ahead, buy ourselves a potion right away. Well, let's go check out the dungeon. See what we've got here. We have Dungeon 6. Which is a doable dungeon. Actually no, it's not. What am I saying? We don't have a seed shooter or a... We don't have a seed shooter or a boomerang, so we can't go too deep into this dungeon. But we can at least do like the first little bit. If I find boomerang or seed shooter, we can come back and finish it. But as of right now, we can only get like the first 3 items. Alright, so 2 small keys and an item. Not the greatest start to Dungeon 4. But now that we have bombs, and logical bombs at that, we can start doing some of these bomb checks. And we have our sword, so we can also do the Goron shooting gallery as well. Lots of little things available to us. Hey, there's our graveyard key. So that was worth coming up here for. Let's go ahead and just quickly do the Goron shooting gallery game and then head over to the graveyard. Because that, as far as I'm concerned, should be a completable dungeon. Or at least a progressible dungeon. The only ones we might have trouble with are 6 and 7. And maybe 5. Because we still don't have Cain. Yeah, we're still kind of short on some of our required items. So dungeons, not the greatest right now. But we still gotta figure out where the dungeons are. And we still don't have that knowledge on whether or not D6 present is gonna show up or not. Like, once we get that knowledge that D6 present is showing up for sure, then we can change our focus to being like, okay, we need every single dungeon key. Whereas right now we might need one less than max. We don't know until we actually explore every dungeon that is available to us. Hey! A sword-locked sword. Don't you just love that? Alright, so it's time for the graveyard. What's up, Snow? Thanks for the good luck. So in the graveyard, we're going to be able to get every single item out of the graveyard, as well as getting into the dungeon. Vanilla dungeon would be the most ideal here. As that is one that we can full clear without any worry. D3 would probably be the next best, as we can definitely make some progress through there. We may or may not be able to beat it, depending on where the boss key ends up being. Like, if it's Seed Shooter locked on the torch chest, there's nothing we can do until we get the Seed Shooter. Oh! Satchel upgrade. Okay. Very nice. And what's really good about having the satchel upgrade there is that we already have the seeds that we want the satchel upgrade for, which are Embers, Gales, and Pegasus seeds. We don't really care too much about having it for scent seeds, and there's the boomerang. Okay, I'm definitely taking that boomerang. Yeah, I don't need the heart piece, but I'm taking that boomerang. Because if we don't find a Seed Shooter for a while, that's going to give us D4 access. Yeah, I'll buy a potion. Now. Why not? We're still a couple items away from actually being able to use the potion, so I don't know. How did Moosh beat me back? Magic. The tuning nut. Tuning nut's nice. That is a potentially required item. Boomerang is hard logic. It's not normal logic, but, you know, it's nice to have so that we could make our way through Dungeon 4 if we cannot find the seed shooter for a while. Just gives us some kind of feeling of progression, even though it definitely wouldn't be progression. Let's see. We can make some progress in here because we have the level 2 switch. We would get mapping compass right away, wouldn't we? So without the mermaid suit, in order to make progress through here, you have to utilize these stairs. Because you cannot... You know what? I don't think I can make any more progress in here. Wait a sec. Because I don't have... Oh yeah, I can get this one check over here. Because I can drop down. But I can't really do much else. Right? Like... One small key doesn't give me anything. Does it? I guess it does let me do vanilla route. Oh no, wait, before I do that, we can do this. Lots of keys on bottom floor. This is a really scuffed D7, just based on the fact that we don't have a mermaid suit. Alright, that is another key. Does that logically open up more vanilla route? I don't think it does. I think we're done here. I think we have to leave. And where do we go from here? Oh, yeah. Duh. We got tuning net. We followed the tuning net. I normally wouldn't want to go this way, but this definitely seems like the path that they're laying out before me is to go through the tuning nut. And Talus Peaks isn't too bad most of the time. Like, if you have a sword, like, it's not that bad. Noble Sword makes it even better, because you don't have to worry about double hits. You can just hit everything one time and not worry at all. If progression is not up here, where do I go? I think if progression is not this way, where I would have to go is probably back towards Moblin Keep. There's the bomb wall, and then there's the check underneath Moblin Keep. I think those are like the two things that I really have left outside of this. I might have like one or two other things available to me, but that's all I can really think about right now. Oh, I do have access to make a path, like from the front, because I have the shovel. Front end make a path could be progression. We haven't seen that kind of logic in a while. But realistically, like, the dungeon is where we want to go. Now, of course, we come this way and we're going to find Tune of Ages to be somewhere else, and this was an entire waste of time. Another heart container. Lots of love today. Which is good, because we're carrying a potion. So the more health, the better. Let the ceremony begin. The turnaround snipe. Everyone's favorite move. Alright, there's what? 5 potential dungeons. Out of those 5 potential dungeons, 1 is definitely clearable. 3 is mostly clearable. Okay, we got 1. Let's go. The 360 no-scope. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what I meant. The mermaid suit. Okay. So we had to come this way in order for us to get access to the rest of D7. So it was worth it, at least coming this way. We'll see if Tune of Ages is also locked behind this stuff. That would be the most ideal. Oh, fairy powder as well. Can we get Tune of Ages to complete the trifecta? The Zora Sea Starter Kit. Compass. That is not a key. Therefore, it is an item. It is the map. We do not need the map. That is not a key, therefore it is an item. It is a rupee. We do not need a rupee. It is not a key, therefore it is an item. It's a ring. We don't care about that ring. It is not a key, therefore it is an item. It is a gash seed. We definitely care about that gash seed. Alright, so that means the final key is on Dren. So that means we're done with Dungeon 1. And we're gonna head back and do Dungeon 7. We'll go ahead and finish up Dungeon 7, I think. Though the one thing I'm just thinking about is that potentially we may need Kane, right? So let's go ahead and just check out the stuff over by Moblin Keep. Let's just go check it out. There's what, 2 items this way? Plus a quick little refill. Is there anything else that Mermaid Suit gets me access to? Ooh, Power Glove. So that was worth. No, I can't get to the D7 entrance yet. Because I don't have the Tune of Ages yet. But we can do D7, which is at D1. Which is what I'm going to go to right now. And potentially, D7's going to have a lot of stuff. Because D7 usually has something, right? We know that the bottom floor has at least 2 keys. It has 3 keys. So I think... I think it might actually be prudent to go and do the bottom floor right now. Just to figure out if the boss key is cane locked. Well, we won't know for sure if the boss key is cane locked, but we can at least kind of figure it out. Just based on whether or not we get boss key from one of the other 2 checks on the bottom floor. I normally don't like doing bottom floor, but in this situation where we know that all 3 of the bottom floor items are keys, it kind of makes sense because there's a high probability of the boss key being one of them. And at the very least, I get an extra key. Because I'm guaranteed at least 1 small key from going down this way. If not 2. So we got 2 small keys. So we're +1 on the small key department. We used 1 small key, but we got 2. And unfortunately, none of those were the boss key. So it is still very likely, or possible, at the very least, it's possible that boss key is cane locked. Oh, the seed shooter. Okay. So then we can go to 4 after this. The routes just kind of keep circling around. And having a seed shooter for the mini boss is nice too. I'm glad to have that. Makes the mini boss a lot easier when you can just shoot a scent seed at him to knock him to the ground. That's a key. Key lock key. Oh, there's 2 key lock keys. Okay. We knew that. We knew that, I should have known that based on the pot chest. That mini boss and hallway couldn't have anything. So we can do front hallway. Yeah, we can do front hallway. And we'll do the rest of the top floor stuff. We're getting very, very close to figuring this out. There's like, what? 2 more possibilities for boss key? Like, there's 2 more possibilities for boss key, aside from the cane chest. Alright, this is a key. This could be boss. If this is boss key, we're good. It is. Perfect. I don't remember. I don't remember if this has to be a key or not. It is not a key. Okay. So we are now officially done with Dungeon 7. There's nothing else that we need out of here. We know Cain locks a small key, so that's nothing. That means there's also a small key. There's also a small key on the boss key chest. And I'm pretty sure I just forgot to mark one small key. But this worked out pretty well. Not needing Cain obviously makes this dungeon actually doable. Oh no, that was not a small key. So the other two are small keys. And I just forgot to mark one. That's fine. Now D4. Yeah, let's go to D4. Do I want to do D4 right now? There's only one more item in there. I probably should, right? I should still do it. It's not like it suddenly becomes less valuable just because there's one item left. Like, we can still go mode it once we get the item. We're still probably gonna end up having to look for the boss key anyway. So I'm not too concerned about just doing it now. So lack of Cain is still keeping us out of D8. We haven't found either D6 yet. Three and 5 are still out there as well. Alright, so both of those were, in fact, keys. Which they pretty much had to be. The question is going to be, is this last one going to be a key? This one doesn't have to be a key. And that's what always terrifies me when it comes to doing D4 skip stuff. Is you'll run into this kind of situation where I can get to the back, and then this one check ends up being boss key, or it ends up being a required item. It's compass, okay. So 2 keys and a compass. So everything's in the back. Small key, item, boss key. Do I have? I do not have map. Okay. That's the other thing that I was missing. I was like, there's one extra item, but I'm pretty sure there's no item. Alright, boss key's there. That's really, really good. Because now the only way we can get trolled is if the item is in the back, in the boss key spot. Otherwise, you know, we don't have to go to the back at all. The one good thing about having the level 2 switch hook at this point is that you can do that in less moves than you would need to otherwise. Like, if you were going to do that with the level 1 switch hook, you would have to do, like, 2 extra moves, I think. Okay, it's not the small key, so that's good. So this is either map or item. And it's map. Okay. So we have a 50-50 shot that the item is on boss, or it's in the back. I didn't hear the jingle, so I'm assuming that means items here. Please tell me I'm right. It is. Cool. So, stealth lock, small key in the back, and we're done with the dungeon. And we're now back to that situation where I have to find items. So I'm thinking mermaid suit is our progression here. So there's only like a couple mermaid suit progression locations. So I'm gonna go just check them one at a time and hopefully find something. Well then, we're gonna go ahead and check that right away since we're in the area. Follow anything that could potentially give me progression. Alright, so if it's not here, I guess I could go to Ambi's Palace. I could go to Crescent Island. There's one check on Crescent Island, the hidden Goron, or the hidden Tokay. There's the one underneath the island as well. And then there's Ambi's Palace. So those are our three options. Now remember, we still don't have mystery seeds. We need mystery seeds to beat the game. We also need mystery seeds to get all the way through Ambi's Palace. I'm wondering if Scent Sealing's gonna come into play. Oh, there's Kane. Okay. Kane's good. That's D8 access. Okay. So D8 was at D2. Yeah, we're going there. 100%. Because we can full clear the dungeon. And there's probably something there, right? And the thing that's probably in there is Tune of Ages. I'm just saying. Tune of Ages seems to show up inside D8 a lot lately. Not a whole lot, but a lot. Enough times where I'm not too surprised anymore. And the fact that we can full clear is also very nice. We don't have to make 2 trips in here. Which also means we're not going to Dark Nut Clip. Because we're just going to go through once and not even going to bother with the Dark Nut Clip stuff. compass, okay. So the other one has to be a key. And this seems like it's definitely going to be one of those where we get access to one dungeon and then that's it, type of thing. And then that dungeon gives us access to the next dungeon and so on and so forth. Hopefully I'm wrong and we end up getting everything that we need out of like the next dungeon we go to. Or even in here, really. Like, just give me all of the keys that we need. Because that's all we're looking for, are the keys, and then potentially Sense Seedling. And then, of course, Tune of Ages, but we're gonna get the Tune of Ages, I'm sure, very shortly. Yo, nice manipulation to get that Pegasus Seed drop. Slate on floor puzzle as well. Not something you see every day. I wonder. Ooh. I wonder if maybe we even end up in a situation where Zorsees is inaccessible. Right? Tune of Ages ends up being inaccessible, and D6 Present ends up being at Jabu. Of course, that means we will still need to find all of the other dungeon keys, but that means we don't need to find Tune of Ages, potentially. It also leaves like a quarter of the game world unavailable. So most likely, progression would end up having to be within dungeons at that point. Another slate and boss key, so... Yeah, mini-boss was required for sure. Both items back there were required items. the spin to win ring. And a bomb flower. Very suspicious. I wonder if that's going to lead us to progression. Because we're not finding anything in here. So my next leading thought is maybe something in here leads to progression. And that bomb flower is our first actual thing that could be required, or could lead us to where we need to go. Alright, there's the 5th key. So final slate is either a vanilla, it's a vanilla slate in either location. It's either the one underwater or it's in the one that's key locked. So depending on what we get here, we either go to the boss or we go to the other spot. Oh! That could be gigantic! That could be huge! Because what if mystery seeds are on the scent seedling? And nowhere else? Which is totally possible. Or, you know, what's also totally possible is that we can't get access to the Zora tree. Yeah, so having Scent Seedling is very nice. We're gonna go ahead and utilize that, I think, immediately after this. Unless I get something else that could be very useful. But realistically, mystery seeds, probably the #1 thing that I'm looking for, like, to make sure I get. Yeah, using the bomb flower is also a good idea, but mystery seeds are hard required, and they lock a couple things. Namely, I could also do ambies if I get mystery seeds, and that's like 4 checks because I haven't done anything with the Maker Tree yet. So that might even be a bigger play. Bomb flower. Yeah, I could probably check bomb flower too. Probably check bomb flower and then go to ambies. Because with Gale Seeds, it doesn't matter what order you really do a lot of things in, as long as you have access to just being able to warp to a tree. Anything on Ramrock? Just a map, okay. Let's see, we're in the past. Yeah, so it's gonna be worthwhile to do everything else first. Yeah, it's gonna be worthwhile to do that first. Because I can just drop down and do this right away. Then I'll do the Scent Seedling Tree. Then go to Ambies. And do the, like, Mystery Seed stuff. Assuming I get Mystery Seeds from the Scent Seedling. Yeah, I think we have to get Mystery Seeds here. There's not much else available. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be Mystery Seeds, but it's very likely, I think. Yeah, Crown key could definitely be somewhere. Of course. Okay. So Mystery Seeds are in Zora. 100%. So we absolutely have to get Tune of Ages. So I think we have to make our way either into Ambi's Palace or Makeu Path. And currently, Makeu Path has the higher potential because we can potentially get 2 items there. Whereas Ambi's Palace, we can only get 1 for sure. And, you know, the worst case scenario is, like, we go into Ambi's Palace after. We are pretty much going to last location, whatever progression we're going to get. Is this a small key? It is. So we can go through here. That means there's 2 item potential coming through here. We're now down to 1 item. Alright, is saving the Maku tree going to be our progression? Or is it going to be the chest inside Ambi's palace? It's the chest inside Ambi's palace. Now the question is going to be, what item is it going to be? It could be a dungeon key. Or it could be the Tune of Ages. I wouldn't say it's a tough seed, it's more like I just didn't come in here and this is the only progression. Like, everything else is locked behind the Tokay eyeball. And we now know that the Tokay eyeball locks everything. Or at least everything that can possibly lead us to progression at this point. This is where things could get interesting. Right? We absolutely have to go up here. What if this is D6? Like, this could be D6, right? Either one. And the boss key ends up being in the other one. Right? It's totally possible. And probable at this point. So we end up going up this way twice. What if it's not 6? Then it's gonna be 3 or 5. Five is pretty garbage. 3 is probably where every item is. Not gonna lie. Like, out of the remaining dungeons, because that's pretty much where everything has to be at this point. They have to be inside dungeons. Or outside the dungeon, okay. So yeah, we're down to 2 item progression. There's D3. Now we're looking at, okay, where's Tune of Ages? And where's the final mermaid key? Yeah, just the 2 items left for go mode. We also need embers, or not embers, mystery seeds, but we're guaranteed to get them from the tree at Zora Village, so I don't need to worry about it. It's very possible that the mystery seeds will be our technical go mode. The one thing with D3 is there are a lot of items in here, so it's likely we're gonna get something. But we could just get heart containers and gasha seeds and all that fun stuff. Alright, there's a boss key for the dungeon. So that's good. Having that boss key is always a good thing. It's very possible that the mermaid key might not even be required. If that ends up being D6 present, we don't even need to go there unless the boss key's there. Potentially. So we may be looking at a Tune of Ages go mode. Yeah, we're definitely looking into a potential Schrodinger go mode. It's going to depend on where the tune is, it's going to depend on where the boss key is, and it's going to depend on where D6 present is. So there's still 3 different potentials that can affect the outcome. Well, there's Tune of Ages, so we may actually be in go mode. Well then, that's interesting. I don't want to come back here though. That's the other thing. I don't want to come back here. So I'm gonna clean this out, no matter what. Get out of my way, dude. Got ourselves some literacy. Oh, is this possible? Like... Is it possible? I was gonna say, is it possible that the game wanted me to go through the mini-boss? I think it still wants me to go through the mini-boss, but I'm gonna go this way. Yo, McHill with the raid. Welcome. Thanks for the raid, dude. Hope your stream went well. You guys are tuning in just towards the end of the Ages Weekly. We're currently trying to figure out whether or not we're in Go mode or not. We have determined that we'll be in Go mode if and only if Dungeon 6 present is locked behind the other mermaid key, and the boss key for Dungeon 6 is located within the past. Now, of course, we have not located Dungeon 6 past yet. So we're still going to be looking around for stuff. Hopefully to, you know, make sure we never have to come back here. Was a good time? For you, at least? Okay. As long as you had a good time, it's always good. Yeah, if I find the other mermaid key, it doesn't even matter at that point. Then we're guaranteed Go mode. No matter what, no matter what we end up finding. Where we end up finding things. Here. Yeah, it's the same word. It's pronounced the same, right? So it's definitely the same word. Alright, we're going back in. What are we missing out of here? Yeah, we're missing items. So there's 2 items left. So we are definitely jumping back in. We'll grab the 2 remaining items out of here. Hopefully, one of them is the mermaid key. If not, my next stop is probably Zora Seas, right? Because we can get a lot of stuff out of there. Or I go to Crown Key and check that. Just see what dungeon it is. Yeah, it might be better to go Crown Dungeon. Even though we're gonna get more checks per minute if we go Zora, there's a lot of other things that are involved. Well, it doesn't even matter anymore. Okay. So now we just dungeon rush. We just dungeon rush no matter what. That makes my life easier. And that is why you never leave something in the back of 3. You never leave an item in Dungeon 3, ever. It's the rule of Dungeon 3. Alright, 5. So 5 is a very good dungeon to go mode, because you do not have to do anything. Just find the boss key. You don't need any small keys, you don't need anything else, just find that boss key. And that is also a vanilla 5. In case anyone was curious. Two small keys to start. Really? Alright, let's go for the YOLO. Let's go for the YOLO. We'll go for the chest right outside the boss key, or the boss door. And hope it's there. I like going for those two first, just in case, like, it ends up being over there, but... afterwards, I think going for the boss, the door, the key, the chest that is outside the boss door. It's another small key. Well then. 3 small keys. That is very concerning. That is very concerning because that could potentially mean like vanilla location and having to go all the way to the back. Because the thing with Dungeon 5 is it ends up being key locked a lot. But if you end up finding all 5 small keys, you may have to go and do everything because that unlocks all of the key doors. I will be checking the dark room before going to any key door, just because it's a little bit faster than doing anything else. But yeah, we are very close to having to full clear D5 in a go mode. Full clear D5 in go mode is not fun. Alright, I probably check... Yeah, I definitely check the ones up front first, and then check the ones in the back. Because the Canis Samari chest is fairly quick to get. Yep, there is key number 5, which now means everything is accessible, and the boss key is somewhere in the back. It's somewhere behind a key door. And I had a feeling that was gonna be the case once I got 3 small keys out of, like, the first 3 checks. We don't have compass, right? Yeah, no compass. Do I have map? That's the other thing, like, having compass would make this so much better, because then I can hear whether or not there's a key in the room. Okay, it's in the back. That's very annoying. A Go Mode 5 with a boss key in the very back. With the compass either accompanying it or on the boss. There it is. Okay. So there's our boss key. We're out of there. So now it's a 50-50 shot. Where is our D6? Which one do we want to go for first? I'll probably go to the one in Rolling Ridge first, because that one's easier to get to. Or wait a second, I have to go to Zora Village. I absolutely have to go to Zora Village. Because I need mystery seeds. I should probably... It takes a while to do that stuff, right? I should check. Yeah, we should check the Mermaid Cave entrance first. The vanilla entrance, and see which one it is. Bomb refill's nice. I don't know if I needed it, but I'll take it. So yeah, we're gonna check the vanilla entrance first. Because that's going to give me a lot of information. The first bit of information it's going to give me is whether or not that is the past or the present. The second bit of information it's going to give me is whether or not I need to go to the other one, or whether I can just full clear. Whether or not the boss key could potentially be in the other location, or not. I don't know, there's a lot going on here. For this Go mode, it's very much not decided yet. Okay, so we have the past. That is good thing number one. Number two is now we have to find the boss key. If boss key ends up being here, We don't need to go into the dungeon in the present. The only thing we'll need to do is go to Zora Village and get our mystery seeds. So of course, ideally, we want to have the boss key here. Either way, this is the ideal routing, because that means that these walls will be down when we go into the present, if we need to go in there. So that way we can explore the entire dungeon and get the boss key then, if we have to go into present. At least making up for wasting time in the mini-game. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully we'll be making up for that time. That was super unfortunate. I couldn't believe that the next check after I bought the expert ring ended up being the sword. Like, I thought I had a pretty good plan going for that expert ring. Oh, I got the off-screen snipe. That's pretty good. Alright, now this one... Yeah, this one's a jerk. Alright, that's all 3 small keys. So now... there's 2 potential spots for the boss key in the back. If it's not there, we have to go and do the other part of the dungeon. This is a yikes. Okay. You know what's also really nice? If we don't have to go into the dungeon, we get to keep the potion. Oh, and we get power ring level 3? Having that potion is going to be even better with that power ring. Please be the boss key. I don't think I got compass, right? Yeah, I don't have compass, so this could be boss key. And it's the compass. Boss keys in present. Well, I mean... We had to go this way anyway. It just means we have to go back into past and finish the dungeon later. So now the question is going to be, where in D6 present is the boss key going to be? Is it going to be first chest? Is it going to be all the way in the back? Is it going to be behind Vire? Is it going to be the vanilla boss key chest? Is it going to be that random spinner chest? Is it going to be the chest that requires the seed satchel? There's a lot of possibilities here. Hopefully it's one of the first three, because after the first three, that's when things get a little sketchy. Because you pretty much have to make decisions at that point on, you know, whether you continue on to Vire or you go to the other side. At least the routing here is pretty easy. Like, I just come in here and we're gonna cure the King's Aura, go straight to the ferry, heal the ferry, go back to King's Aura, and go into the dungeon. Like, this is essentially the speedrun route. Except we don't have to go into the library. And we've already got the level 2 switch hook, so we can make that a little bit faster. Imagine if there's some really good quality of life over here, and we're just not going to get it because we're in go mode. Like, watch there be, like, red ring. Or, you know, something. Extra heart containers. Because there's still, what, 2 heart containers out there? Yeah, he gave me a whole 10 bucks. Where will I spend that 10 bucks? Answer is probably nowhere. Oh, I just realized I have to do the Zora reward. I could buy a new potion, that's true. That 10 bucks did put me over the threshold for buying a new potion. But I would have to go out of my way to do that. And I'm not going to go out of my way to do that. Not first chest. Let's see, is it going to be number 2? Yeah, I do have to go back to D6 past, but it's nowhere near the graveyard. It's not number 2. Will it be number 3? Lucky number 3. If it's not here, then we have to make some plays. It is not there. And now we have 2 small keys, which leads me to believe that all 3 small keys will be available. If that is the case, then that means Vire is available. So Vire is available. We're gonna have to do it, right? We just have to go head in and fight Vire right now. Because we're already on this side. I don't want to come back to this side. Yep, there's the 3rd key. So that means Vire is accessible. Everything is accessible. This is the worst go mode ever. Because all of our go mode dungeons have to be full cleared. Alright, so hopefully this fight goes well. Alright, that was not great, but it wasn't completely terrible. So I'm fine with that, I guess. And there it was. Okay, so we made the good play. And now to get back to the past version of the dungeon. So all we have to do is just fight Octagon and then do Black Tower. And then we're done. Oh, not happening today. We're fine. Nothing to worry about. Okay, not bad. And a big rupee for that. Okay. So there we go. We have all 8 essences. And now we just have to go ahead and finish the game. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some extra Pegasus seeds beforehand. Let's go. Max out at 50. We don't need 50 Pegasus seeds, but it's always good to have more. Always good to have more than you'll need. So yeah, this seed, I feel like the seed wasn't too bad. Aside from the expert ring sword shenanigans, and then the stuff at the end with the go mode, and not actually being able to leave dungeons early because we had to pretty much full clear everything. And thankfully, you know, we didn't have to get into that situation where... Oh wow, my health is already pretty low. We didn't have to get into that situation where we're wondering whether or not we're in go mode, because we were able to get that final key out of Dungeon 3. Nope, he doesn't want to play today. Little concerning, because that means we have to go through a few more screens with low health. But we're fine. We've got plenty of Pegasus seeds, so we can easily make it through these rooms before things get a little too crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and double fairy here. Alright, so Varan Phase 1. 1 warp. 1 warp so far. 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 warps overall. Not too terrible. Definitely could have been better. Okay. Moving on to phase 3. We should be fine because now we have the ability to equip the power ring level 3, as well as level 2 swords. That should be almost a guaranteed 0 cycle. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, and Shieldon actually finishing in first place with an official time of 2:28:38. So just sniping me there. Oh, and I totally forgot to equip the ring. I don't know if this is going to work. Alright, it did. GG, finishing just behind in second place with a 2:28:58. Very, very close race. That, you know what? That expert ring thing definitely cost me the race. Yeah, the minigame costed me the race. Trying to farm rupees for the expert ring, only to have it backfire so badly. And Shieldon got 1 warp on Varen 1. So that was a big difference as well. Each warp is like a good couple seconds. But that was a cool one. It was nice to see how close that was. How could you get the overview of the items as it is on the left side? That's through Emo Tracker. That's the tracker program that we use. So if you download Emo Tracker and you load up the Oracle of Ages randomizer tracker, that is the thing that you'll get. It also gives you like a map and shows you all the locations that you can collect items at, and it'll change what's available depending on what items you have, so you can see what you can get and what you can't. It's very useful for playing through these randomizers. And they have them for a lot of different randomizers. There's different packs for everything. There's ones for Aegis, there's ones for Seasons, there's ones for Minish Cap, Link's Awakening, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, you name it. As long as there's a randomizer, there's probably an Emo Tracker package for it. Oh, and Shieldon even got Cheshire Tree. Ooh. Yeah, Cheshire Tree probably saves a little bit of time, because you're not doing anything involving the Maker Tree. It might cost a little bit of time to go ahead and do it, though. So I'm not sure what the exact amount of time save or time loss it would be. We were even going into Varen 1. Okay. So it really came down to the RNG on the boss. Seasons should be tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern, assuming that people are around to do it. If no one is around, I still want to do a Seasons rando. I might end up doing it a little early, depending on what's going on. If that's the case, I'll definitely check it out. Like, definitely keep an eye out for when I go live. Because I might try and sneak in both Seasons and Minish tomorrow if no one else wants to do Seasons. Or like if Fiery's not around or whatever. But I definitely want to do a Seasons tomorrow. Ooh, Summer Solstice Seed? Maybe?